Yo, it's Guido coming at you with the Tactics Talk. Welcome back, guys. Thanks for tuning in. This is one of those I call an agonizing win. I think I showed you a pretty good spotting game with this particular tank, the LKPZ 70 parentheses K, a German medium light tank, medium light tank or a light medium. I don't know. It is a light tank. It gets the camo on the move, all that stuff. But look how big it is. The squall is big. It's maybe not even as big as a squall, but it's pretty big. The Shrek, it's as big as that thing. XM50s, I mean, come on, this is a massive, massive light tank. And unlike that game where proc is really set up for light tanks, we're here on Airfield. And Airfield is a okay light tank game or light tank map. If you can live on Airfield, you can actually do some pretty good work. This map is about to get completely reworked, at least in terms of what they've showed us on Super Test. It's not even going to really be the same map. So if you like this map, you maybe want to try to start enjoying it a lot right now. But as it stands right now for light tanks, early on, it's very difficult to do much with it. You can go here to the south middle and kind of do this hill right out here in front of me. You're just going to get lit, right? If they're popping, there's no way to stay unlit. I guess you could camp back here. Not a great idea for a light tank. Sometimes when you work this hill, you can catch guys out on the other side, and some of the snipers might get hits or already. Obviously, the north part over here with all these silly rocks and outcroppings, not for a big light tank like this, though. It's just too big. You can't really get in, down, and hide behind. And one of the bummers about the big light tanks, especially big flat tubs like this one, is those arty shots that come straight down on top of you, they pin easily. And you're so big and wide, you just tend to get hit more than, say, oh, look, an even 90 on the enemy team in a bat chat. So we got a Squall and a KPZ. They have the two tiny stealth guys, and we have the two kind of firepower guys. Anyway, it's not that easy. So you got to play very careful. Look for shots. Look for opportunities to reposition. Yes, your vision is important. If you can keep it to the late game, it can become very important. For example, I can come to this point and look for shots like this. There you go. And I can shoot HE at them because I was hoping to find a light tank and do 23. Sweet. Well done. Well done. There was somebody there, by the way, that shot at me. So our team kind of gets aggressive pushing in. They actually do an okay job. I was getting a little bit worried based on what I saw initially because oftentimes the first team to push on this map loses horribly. I'm also noticing there's not a whole lot going on the south or on the hill in the middle. There's an Astron Rex right there, so that bears watching to some extent. So we're going to kind of reposition now. I'm thinking, all right, let's go over where the Astron is and we'll kind of help him. Maybe we can get some spotting in the back. And I guess the Squall kind of thought the same thing at the same time. I'm going to flow a little bit further back just to put a little more range on the spotters, on their spotters. This is a plus and minus thing. It does expose you for a longer drive than if you just zip right across here to that spot where the Squall did. Sort of sixes. But there's nobody on their little perch. The corollary to our little perch I was just on doesn't seem to have been anyone there. At least they weren't looking when I went by. So we'll come on over here. IS3 says, what are you doing? I don't know. What are you doing? I'm going over here. Alright, let's do that. Alright, nice, nice. Oh, I didn't realize he'd seen me. Great. And just like that, and this is the thing, the Squall, the Tessac, this tank, because its camo isn't nearly as good, and I guess maybe it was the 12T that saw me right there, I just tend to do that. I just lose hit points early trying to be effective and do something. Walked right into that. And honestly, that first poke should have been a up and back, and then assess. Because what I was doing was zooming in, and I think the 12T was sitting there, and he lit me immediately. I don't get that information for 3 seconds. They both have time to zoom in, and I eat 800 odd hit points of damage. 750, and I'm basically hurting, right? I can't really take a hit anymore. There's plenty of tanks left. Plenty of tanks on the enemy team that can one-shot me. That I'm down to a clip for the 12T easily. The ELC can kill me. The RD can, everything can kill me, basically, at this time. On the one hand, it also makes me be a little more careful, I guess, even though I continue to poke. I am watching now for the 12T. And that's what I'm kind of talking about, you know, with staying alive and managing your hit points. If you can avoid early losses like that, it can really be helpful. The Astron pushes, I don't know what he's doing. It's just, there's no way I'm going to be able to help him. I can see that the even 90's over there. but 328 on that guy. So a little HE doing its work. Be careful with the Shreks. The Shreks are not actually as vulnerable to HE as you might think. They have a little more armor than you might think on them. The sides are pretty good, and the big HE shells will go through it, but they actually are a bit thicker than you would think. Mug of Beer is being a bit of a muppet over here. We've lost 2. We finally got their K2 dead. Come over here, kind of look around. Alright, what is this 12T doing? Can I catch out the Scorpion again? And then I see the 12T and the 6. The IS-5, I mean. Took a blind shot in there. And I thought for a second I'm helping the Scorpion G. Now, there's no reason. And oh, by the way, I just lost my Udez or Scorpion back there. And just like that, we're in a hurting status. It's 1 to 4. I got to get out of here. I can't hold these guys in any way. I don't even have anybody to help me. So we're just going to bail out of here. And my only hope right now is to get back across this open area. Thank goodness there wasn't anybody up on their sniper spot. I kind of expected to get seen in the back there, and holy cow, we got away. Okay, 12T's making a little move. I'm going to swing all the way around, and I'm going to go back to the cap. We're going to try to hold this breakthrough we got going on with the IS-5. The question becomes, you know, where are the 2 Scorpion Gs, the Shrek, and the IS-5 all going to kind of push into this spot? I don't know. Let's go find out if we can do something about all this mess. Alright, find that guy. That's good. Come out, come out, come out. Oh, and he's down to a 1-shot for me. I just need to see if he will expose himself. Alright. I could shoot that dude, but I really want to get the 12T out. I just let the IS-5 go, because I just want to be able to do... Oh, rushed it a little bit. Got lit. Not great. Alright, back in there. IS-5 makes a push across there, gets punished. They do have an artillery. There's only 1. I'm really hoping he's not paying attention to me right now. A little bit dangerous actually swinging around that fast. Glad the 12T wasn't sort of watching, because there he is. I'm just going to take a chance because we got to start clearing guys out. We kill him. A little bit trapped here. Please already don't be shooting me. That would suck. The ISU does not have a turret, so I'm not too worried about him, and he looks like he's pushed up that way. We're going to use these buildings. I think I might still be lit as I started moving, but I should be able to use these buildings to keep the 12T from killing me. Right there was a bit of a dangerous move through the open space. Oh, it was, in fact. I got let. Oh, nope, there's a Shrek behind me. Great. So there's the Shrek I was worried about. And this is, like I said, these are just these difficult battles where it just feels like you're working to even try to stay in the game. So we'll come around here and find this dude. Nice. HE did its work. I did not get spotted. That was huge. Maybe I can get him here. He's going to go around. No, the Arty sacrifices itself for the kill. That was a dumb move by the Shrek, letting that big Arty hit him. So we'll bail out, because I'm very surprised, to be honest, that the 12T didn't come running up here and join that fight. Although he has low hit points, so maybe he was worried about me one-shotting him. There's the ISU. I want to try to find this 12T. Like, where is this guy? Is he being silly? Is he going to break? Nope, he's over there. Okay. I'm going to take a chance. We're just going to cross. Swing across the open. Oh, geez, there's a Scorpion there. He dies. I got that spotting. I love it, but I did get lit, so now I'm bailing out. I was going to go right after the 12T, but he has to know I'm coming. Also, I'm a little bit worried about the Arty, so I'll kind of come down here, make it harder for the Arty to shoot me. Don't want to just walk around the corner and let the 12T start shooting me. If I had not been lit, I would have come around the corner hard to try to find him. So I don't see him. Didn't get lit there. You can see the KPZ kind of hanging out. Now I'm starting to worry about the heavies. The heavies are in a little bit of trouble up there. I'm going to go back to this spot again. See if I can catch the 12T. I really don't expect the 12T to still be there. I see the squall moving in, so that's good information. Like, where is that 12T? The squall went right by and didn't see him. How is that even possible? Alright, there's a Scorpion. So I'm going to ignore the 12T for a minute. The squall gets up there and takes big chunks out of that guy. That guy dies. Alright, good enough. Oh, he's still there? Oh, I didn't have a shot. I did hit him, but armor not hit. So I hit his gun. Can you believe that shot? That was crazy. He killed the squall. Now, based on what's going on, I feel like I just have to go get him. I cannot let him separate again. He's down to a one shot. We should be fine. There we go. 242. Hit him. Of course. So we'll use the secondary weapon. The ram on a heavier light tank. Artie, please don't shoot me. Is he paying attention? I hope not. Very vulnerable right here. Doesn't take a whole lot of a splash to take me out. To be honest, I'm not sure what the 4043 was shooting at all day. You could probably see it down the mini-map. I haven't actually paid attention to it. I didn't in the game because he never shot at me. So that's a bit of SA too. That kind of means he's not really focused on you for whatever reason. Busy shooting other people. Has better shots. Doesn't see you on the map, whatever the case may be. Maybe I was stealthy enough that he didn't start focusing me. But that's good. I was able to keep the Artie from taking shots at me. I was able to keep it. I don't think it necessarily had a whole lot to do with what I was doing, but I was able to operate without the enemy already shooting at me. You still want to note that. Figure it out. Try to use that information. Now this is dangerous. So I have an XM57 with decent hit points. We got a Pantera autoloader, an Artie, a TS5 54 double barrel, and somewhere lurking around a Su-130 PM. And we don't have a whole lot of hit points. We just don't have. We do have an M3Y that's moving in. It would be good to take out the TS5 and the Pantera and then deal with the rest of them. I did consider going after the Artie, but I wanted to help the tanks here and see if we could work these dudes over. Come in here. Now I got the Pantera. Oh, that was huge, killing him. And it really felt like game over there, but they do a little decent job because holy shit, there's the 130. What on earth? He's right there. Great. Great. All right, swing around. You see me do a circle here because I'm not sure where that Pantera is going. Is he going to swing around behind me right here and take me out? But I do have a Shrek. I do have a Su-130. We're in pretty good shape here, but a little bit of a crossfire situation with the Su. And then, of course, there's artillery. So I'm just going to play a bit careful here. I kind of expected him to come around that middle road right there, so I'm going to park. Let me find this guy. Can I get a shot on him, maybe? All right, he gets hit. That's nice. Got a shell for him. There's the Pantera pushing in. Oh, okay, hold on. Surely the Su-130 is going to make a move and give me a shot right here. Our Count-Onan finds the 4043. Great. I'm not even sure he shot, to be honest. I don't remember even seeing a circle. And it's all over but the shouting right here, guys. We're going to come around and maybe try to take on the Pantera. But he's going to die. The Shrek's got nice fast firing. Down goes the Pantera. So 1,308 damage, a whole 224 assist. I don't even think I get this damage. No, I don't. And 2 kills of near-deads. But it's just a fight where I just... It's like an agonizing win, you know? Constantly moving around, trying to figure out where you can be a help to the team. Make sure you keep that vision going. You're still around, all that good stuff. We're able to blunt the attack of the 12T and the Shrek or whatever it was that pushed in the backfield there. We certainly didn't want them to clean out the backfield and come around behind all these guys. So we just barely held on with our claws on that. Every game with this tank, if I win, it feels like that. It just feels like that. All right, there you go. Have a great one. See ya.